Coffee,
appreciative.
not a date.
Because you helped me.
But
right.
the thing is,
thank you.
But
But
let
it's
me point out though,
2016, I feel like that's code for let me suck your penis.
Yeah.
Hi, welcome to Scream Queen Stream.
Harry did that.
I'm your guest, Emlee Vassilos, with your hosts, Jessica Cameron and Heather Dorff and Clark Dorff.
Yes, and Clark Dorff. That's the worst name ever. I just realized. Clark the Doge. That's his name.
Okay, so back, we're talking dating in fucking LA, which is like everything I hate about life. Emlee, you have the floor. Dating story, please.
Okay, beyond the guy
goodness.
who baked and you thought might poison you. Because
Oh
I
my
would use
goodness.
that in a different thing. Let's talk
Alright.
next.
Oh goodness.
Oh no, it's the same guy.
Oh
no.
shit.
Oh yeah.
Oh, don't give away all my secrets.
Sorry.
Shoot, it's okay.
The same guy.
Okay, so let's talk gas prices. Anybody who buys gas in LA knows that it's a hole in the ground that you just keep digging deeper and you can't get out because it's the most expensive gas on the planet. Nonetheless, if you have to drive over an hour to pick someone up for a date, have them meet you there.
Right.
Okay, because if you're driving more than an hour, one, I'm thinking I'm a burden for you.
Right.
And that's not a good tone that you want to set before the date even starts. And two, you're obviously going to drive me to somewhere you know, which is like an hour away from my house. and then I'm like solo with no way to get away if the date doesn't go well. And
Well, and then it's like a 4-hour round trip, which is just ridiculous.
yeah, like you're driving an hour to me and an hour back to you, and then an hour to drop me back off if you decide not to kill me, and then an hour back to your place. And
When you decide not to kill you, I mean,
when?
Spoiler, you're here. You
Right.
know you survived.
I survived. But it's still like there's a concerted amount of effort. Like there's the grand gesture.
I mean, but here's the thing.
Right?
Why would you ever fucking agree to date somebody that was over an hour away from you?
True.
Right. Logistical location issues. That is what we
Fail.
consider long distance.
When men are like,
Here.
I live here, I'm like, peace.
An hour is
Yeah.
an hour can literally mean 12 miles or 33.
Well, no.
You have no idea.
If it's 12 miles, then it's fine, because it's like not really an hour. It's like an hour, possibly in traffic, maybe. That's okay.
Right.
And then
Like
you
an
just
hour.
schedule
I was
around
gonna say,
that.
maybe
Emily's
like
talking
12
like an hour, best case scenario, midnight driving.
This,
Right.
this is an hour on the East Coast.
Yeah.
So you fall over, the guy
I fall
saves
over.
you offer to buy him coffee. Continue.
I have to buy him coffee. So we're gonna go out for coffee. We're gonna go out for coffee. Okay. So, oh, I'm sorry, I had a meeting. I have to go to the meeting. Can we meet later? And I'm like, okay, yeah, sure, whatever.
Right.
Later, it turns out to be like 5:30. So, I'll come pick you up. No, you're not gonna come pick me up. You live an hour away. I'll meet you somewhere. I'll buy you coffee. Okay, sure, no problem. We meet in Santa Monica, which is halfway between.
I feel like this is
So-
where you went wrong.
Right, this is where I went wrong. So we're not going for coffee. Surprise, I baked you a picnic and we're gonna go eat on the beach while the sun sets. Surprise, you're on a date. And I'm like, what? How did this
Yeah, I
happen?
did not say
How
that.
did this happen? Coffee date. Anyway, so aside from presents and a full picnic lunch, dinner.
He brought you a present that was actually wrapped.
It was wrapped.
And we don't know what this is.
I don't know.
You
I did not take it. I said thank you. I left it in the car when I got out of the car.
See, that's where we differ. I would
It
have
was-
ripped that shit open and been like, let me judge this in front of
I
your face.
really should have, but
That's
I
kind
mean,
of
aren't you so
psycho.
curious?
I'm just trying to point out. What?
Well, you
Like,
brought
you-
my gift to
not
the
only did I
Thursday.
not know I didn't know I was on a date.
Well, here's the thing. Your first clue was a wrapped gift.
Well, at that point it was too late. I was already there.
You were in the car.
I was already.
Who brings a
Well, that's like-
picnic and a
thank
wrapped
God we have
present on a
Pokemon
first
Go. You could
date?
be like, peace
This
out,
is-
motherfucker.
Oh man,
I'm
this was
Pokemon.
before Pokemon Go. This was pre-Pokemon.
See, you could have totally saved that. What was the wrapping paper?
Yeah, what was the
Hanukkah? I don't know.
So he thinks you're Jewish.
I apparently,
Or he's Jewish?
I didn't ask.
He's trying to estimate.
What was the picnic? What did he bring? I'm curious.
A lot of fresh fruit and vegetables, and okay. So here's the thing. He had a list of like 27 different food allergies / tolerance. No, okay. All I could think.
Dorff is done. She's done. She's out. She's out for the night.
All I could think while he's telling me, because first of all, he told me all of this, which is not something you do on a first date. While he's telling me this, all I could think was, I'm never having your children. Ever.
You have so many issues. It's not just your food.
My children are going to be able to eat the world's culture. Like, I'm sorry, but if you have 30, 27, whatever different food allergies, you're probably not the best biological mate partner that I could choose for my future children.
Not at all. But for those of you who are not in LA, it sounds something like, I am vegan, non-dairy, non-gluten, no
Not
MSG,
this, not that.
no
Can
grain,
I use
no milk, no meat, no fish.
I also get gassy when I eat some of this.
Yeah, and this tends to give me hives and that. And
right, this
and that.
makes me break out.
But who the fuck wants to deal with that? Like,
no one. Not you, not anyone else. Even
That's
if there's
why,
more allergies.
that's why here's a tip from me to you, Mr. Should Have Been Coffee Guy. You should have just gone for fucking coffee.
Just coffee.
Saved whatever the fucking gift you bought and just went for coffee.
Right. It's
why did he buy
$5.
gifts, guys? Like,
Okay. Because
I really wish you'd open it.
Although I do
want to know what that was.
feel like on a
it was
first
probably a fucking collar that like shot.
or better yet, is like how to eat right for your body.
Yeah, how to eat.
Or like
if you have
a box
shit
with
tons of
lotion in it.
Yeah,
Lotion.
it puts the lotion on.
Sensual massage oils.
I'd
The
fuck
Kama
me.
Sutra.
Right, exactly. That's
Picture.
probably what it was, actually. It's probably like, yeah.
Like, I do think there's something to be said for gifts on a first actual date. Like, I think there's something to be said for the old-fashioned way of you bring flowers or a token.
Well,
like
that
something
is
you're excited.
sweet.
Okay, when it's like an
flowers is
actual, like,
one
I've
thing.
asked you out on a date and you're aware it's a date and this is what we're doing, it's
Right.
a date.
Now, mind you, what that sounds like is, will you go out on a date with me?
Right.
That's what that sounds like. If
Just
the
because
word
we're
date
confused,
is involved,
right?
then I know for sure. And I know it's scary. I know it's scary to ask people out on dates. I've asked people out on dates.
But here's the thing.
I've been
it's scary
rejected.
to ask people out on a date, or you sound like a douchebag by asking somebody out for something else not a date and then showing up thinking it's a date. And
Right.
we're like,
Right.
what a fucking douchebag.
Oh
So
my
take
God.
your pick.
I mean, I've had guys, not in LA, but just guys in general. Hey, this is my favorite one. Want to go get a drink? To me, a drink is like club soda
Right.
or orange juice.
Me
Even
too.
like
With vodka.
right,
With
or
vodka.
some vodka, you know. But at the same time, that's
But
libation.
like,
I
still,
can.
you want
I
to go
can
get a drink with me? I'm like,
drink
I do
it.
that with my friends all the time. I do
Right,
it with
no
Heather
problem,
and you
sure,
all the
whatever.
time.
Yeah.
And you're never being like, I'm gonna get laid tonight.
Right, I'm not
Right?
expecting that from this chick.
I
Or
don't
this,
know.
like-
If a guy asks me for a drink, I'm like, no. Unless I want to go for a drink, at which point I know I'm interested in this guy. But that is because I've been said that. So many guys have said that to me, and I know what that means.
See, you're playing into the like. Oh God, I don't have time to decode what men mean.
No,
basically
if they ask you
everything
to
that
take you
it
on a
means.
drink, usually it means they want to fuck you.
Oh, but that's
I'm
so
just-
frustrating. Why can't people just say what they mean?
Right?
Maybe I'm
Because-
thirsty.
Because they literally come up to go. They literally come up to go. So hey, I want to fuck you. Let's have a drink.
I wish.
Either here's the thing. At least you know if I'm gonna waste your time or not.
Right.
I'm gonna be
I
yes
can
or no.
give you an honest answer. I've been with, okay, true story. I've been in a situation, a guy has asked me out for a drink with a whole bunch of people also going.
Right.
I have verified. Just to be clear, I am not sleeping with anybody. This is just as friends. We are just getting drinks. I am paying for my own. Yes, sure, fine. I'm paying for myself. We go out, we get
Yeah.
drinks. I tell them, there's somebody else picking me up. I have friends that are coming to get me. I'm going home with them. Blah, 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 blah.
Of
The
course.
person comes to pick me up, and all of a sudden, person A is pissed
Right.
because I'm not sleeping with them. And I'm like,
Of course.
I told you
No,
exactly
doesn't
what
matter.
was gonna happen.
Doesn't fucking matter.
I'm so mad. I'm so mad.
No, I'm telling you, that's just how that
Drink your
fucking
chai
shit
tea.
is. That's why, unfortunately, I become cynical when it comes to certain things like that because it sucks because every once in a while you do get people, but I've literally very recently, in fact, had to like message a person to go just to be clear just to be fucking clear, and I hate to do this to you, I like you as a person, but like, you need to know I'm not interested in any way, shape, or
I
form.
do that all the time.
I fucking hate having to do that
It's
to
like,
people.
the tricky
lately,
thing
but
is, like,
you
if
have
it's
to.
professional, like, there's 25% of the time that they will just be like, that Jessica Cameron's a bitch. I'll be like, hold on, dial it the fuck back.
Is that because I rejected you?
Well, and I didn't
Right.
like reject. It was just
That's
like,
it.
cool. I think that this is a date offer hidden, and I'm not
Right.
into that. So it's like,
Right.
if you want to meet up and like hang out,
Yeah.
that's cool. If you want to like something more, then
That's
you're
the
talking
problem.
to one
It's
girl.
so hard.
But like
It's
also
so
like
hard
I've
to
been
decide.
I've been in a committed relationship and been like, by the way, I ended up on a date tonight. I don't know
Yeah.
how it happened. I was supposed to talk about a project or a script or insert like
And all of a
whatever.
sudden, we're 3 drinks and he's paying for everything.
Yeah,
Right,
well, and
and
he's like
he's-
trying to kiss me, thinking it's a date. I'm
Right,
like,
right.
no, this is not a
Which,
date.
by the way, that's so awkward when like the person's
Right?
moving in and you're like, hello, hello, hello.
I
like,
don't know who
okay,
you are.
if the person's moving away from you,
Right?
stop.
Yeah, you're like, no,
Just
no.
stop.
Bother.
It's a clear sign
Right.
that they're no.
Correct. And maybe if you're like, hey, let's get together and talk about the script, maybe that's all we want to do.
Yeah. Say what you mean.
Yeah, you do need to say, if you actually want to go on a date with someone, you do need to make it very clear.
Very
guys,
clear.
please.
Like, dumb it down for the stupid people.
No, it's not even about being stupid or not. It's just
It's
be
not.
fucking clear. Like, because otherwise you put us in this weird fucking awkward situation where we
Yeah,
don't.
I don't want to be the person to be like, this is not a date.
Like, I did
Yeah,
not
that's always
want
a
this
problem.
initial, like, I never would have led you on to believe this. Like, I would have made it very clear, like, this is not what I'm interested in. And I get it, you guys, like, taking risk and stuff. And
It's scary.
no
It is.
risk, no reward.
I
kind of
literally,
thing.
like, multiple times a week, I'm like, this is my phone number. If you want to ask me out, you have to ask me out in advance like a grown-up.
Right.
I can't just drop my plans. I had a guy tonight ask me what I was doing. It's 10:30.
Booty
I
call.
wonder if it's the same
Booty
guy that
call.
asked me last time.
Booty call. I'm
Right,
just telling you.
exactly. That's
We
a
should
booty
trade
call.
info.
Don't
Anything
do that.
after 9 p.m. is a booty call.
If you want to spend time with me, I'm sorry, I'm busy.
But here's the thing,
Like,
I also
that's-
feel like
it's not
you
just
should
that.
know the
It's
girls
like
who are
at
likely
night,
to do a booty
if
call.
I have
Because we
no
know the men
plans-
who are likely to do
I'm
a booty
sorry,
call.
but I have no plans, even on Saturday. If I have no goddamn plans,
I'm
it's not
asleep.
like I'm sitting here in my goddamn makeup at 10 p.m. I'm fucking like eating my goddamn Ben and Jerry's, watching fucking
Eating
Sons
a Hot
of
Pocket,
Anarchy.
right?
Like, fuck you.
Sons of Anchory?
Sons of Anarchy. Sons of Anarchy. I'm sorry. It's like 2 in the morning. I'm literally at the point of delirium.
See, but
But-
this is when she has things to do. She's in makeup.
But I'm just saying, yeah. Like, fuck you. If it's past 9 p.m., I'm literally just chilling. I have no plans. Like, I do not expect people to try and make plans.
But also, I feel like there's booty call girls, and then there's girls that don't do booty calls, and we're very different people.
Right.
Right?
And don't
Just
get me
like,
wrong.
I've never received like a text at like 11 o'clock to be like, come out now and be like, oh my god, as a matter of fact, that's exactly what I want. Like, ever. That's never happened.
Right.
I've
It's
said
never-
one of those before.
Well, that was different. Then I was here dragging you out, so it's very
Right,
different.
you were here.
I was,
doing
and
that.
we were already doing makeup. We were already. I was like, let's
Right,
go out,
we were
let's do
already
something.
all together. But
So that
even
was,
then,
like, fluke
but
timing.
if anyone turned was like no, I would have totally accepted that because really it is kind of booty call time. Like that is what it is, and I totally get it. And you know, if you don't want to accept that, that's totally cool. Like I
No,
get
but
it.
it's still booty call time.
Yeah,
you can
it's
accept it or
booty call.
not. It's a
Either
booty
way,
call.
no matter what time it is, I'm one of those people where you have to simplify
You
it for
should.
me. You have to
And
say
make
the
plans.
words. If you want sex, tell me. I will respect you more for it and give you an honest answer. If you want to spend time with me and get to know me as more than just my body, we have to make plans because I have a
Right.
job.
Okay,
Right.
so this
And
date,
like-
so like the date, he showed up with a present and a fresh baked meal that met all of his own
And
dietary
picnic
restrictions
shit.
Right.
Yeah.
at Santa Monica,
Which
and then
one did
you
you
ate the dinner. Awkward as hell, I'm sure.
Right, I did.
Was there wine?
There was wine.
Was it alcoholic wine?
But it was alcoholic wine. I had, a glass of that. It wasn't the best.
Were you like, I would have been like, fuck this, I need the bottle.
No, it wasn't
Chug it.
even that good. It wasn't.
I don't
no.
care. There's a fucking wrapped present
This
of poisoned meal.
this was
There's
like
a poisoned meal.
You
I'm
suddenly
kidding.
Snow White. The
this
sun
was
Dorff's
like
about
the
to run out and
Franzia
save you.
box wine that he had poured into a bottle.
Okay, but I don't care.
Shit.
I don't care. All of the above, like, you think this could be poison? This is my last meal. I'm fucking done.
Getting drunk.
Nothing, just so we're clear.
Pass
My
out on
tip
the
from
sand
you,
and
right?
just like be taken.
Nothing helps a poisoned meal better than boxed wine. Dilute that shit.
unless there's cyanide in the wine.
Right.
Well, I mean, I feel
In
like
which
that's a
case-
risk I'm willing to take always.
Yeah. Okay, good to know. I will next time. Yeah.
So you have dinner on the beach,
Mm-hmm.
meeting his dietary restrictions with his cheap
No,
box
wait.
wine
Let's
filled into a bottle.
what
On
the
this,
fuck
what
was
should
the
have been a
food?
coffee is a date.
Right.
Wait, what's the food though? He had all these dietary.
It was fruit. She said
It was
that.
fruit and nuts.
Is that all he eats?
He baked me like stuff, but I mean that was.
What
that
was
his
it?
He baked her a zucchini bread. Right?
That's
She
actually
said
pretty
the heavy
impressive.
side.
That's actually.
It
kind
was
of-
really impressive.
It would be
but
if it was delicious.
It would have been impressive if he had like made it in front of me.
Right.
Was it good?
Yeah.
I
He
still
had
ate it.
extreme
I still ate
dietary
it. It was
restrictions,
actually
I
really, really good bread, and I didn't die. And he's really sweet.
It was just too
In
forward.
the moment,
So-
it was too much, especially
Well,
for a
it should
first
have been a
time
coffee.
accidental
Well, not even.
date.
It's not even. Yeah, it's not even.
That
a real
was-
That's
date.
not first date.
That was actually, you know what?
It's like fifth date.
aside
Yeah, that's
from it
after
being first
he's
date.
been inside of you.
Yeah.
Okay,
I want to reward you for your vagina tenacity.
you have
That
wonderful
is-
tenacity.
Yeah, I'm gonna make you fresh bread.
Okay, so aside from all that though,
Oh, God.
like if you haven't told a woman you're going on a date, planning all this shit is counterductory to what your goal. Like, make sure they know first what they're
And,
getting into.
Like before you Hanukkah paper, like make sure she's Jewish.
That's right.
Right.
No, that's to
Just
say I'm
confirm.
uncircumcised. Do you approve? That's what that was.
That's a lot for what should have been coffee.
right, again, fifth date material.
Again,
Fifth
no,
date.
I feel
Fifth
like
date.
you know that on the third date.
That is third date. Third date is, are you Actually, I
Third
fucking
date is
asked
the
that. I asked on the
uncircumcised
first
is
date, do you do drugs? Are you circumcised or not?
I'm glad to know you're.
Do you ever want kids? All right, well, now we can continue our dating shit. All right, great.
I'm always like, do you like horror films? How do you feel about my career
Important
choices?
thing. Yeah.
Dorff is like, are you circumcised and do you do drugs?
Yeah. Well, you never know. Georgia, that's all I gotta say about that. You gotta ask those questions,
Only
the
the world
important
makes sense.
questions.
So did he drive you home then, or did you drive separately?
Since we met, he drove me to my car.
Right.
And then I got in my car.
And did he try to give you the gift?
He messaged me later and told me I forgot it. And he was gonna give it to me again at our second meetup, but I at that point was just too
Like,
freaked-
you
too
How did
might-
you dodge this?
You
too
might
freaked out.
be American Psycho and kill me.
That was you
With your
dodge it
business
the
card?
same way you dodge a conversation you don't want to keep having. You just stop talking and walk away.
Well, that's what I
You
do,
just
but I
stop.
feel like
You
that's
just
inappropriate.
shut it down.
No, I do that too.
I just like stop, like because
I usually like to lead into that by saying, "And we're done here."
Alright.
That's a more adult, professional way of handling it.
I think that
I'm
is.
still a
I think
child.
that is. I sort of ignore
I'm
it
still a
because I'm like,
child.
I can't deal with this,
And we're done here.
and I don't want to hurt your feelings. It sucks.
But "and we're done here" just fills in all the gaps. Like, you know.
It does.
Whatever the gaps is, it's been filled.
It does. That would have been a much better way for me to handle my situation. And next time.
and over it out, bitch.
And that brings us to dating in Los Angeles. Did you like this story time? I hope you did. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe down below, bitches.
There are more stories.
There are many, and we're gonna talk about them. I promise. There's gonna be more episodes. I just can't even. Thank you so much for checking out Scream Queen Stream. We hope you loved it as much as we do.
If you want to see more of our videos, check out our YouTube page. And while you're there, how about you subscribe? You want to see more? Just tweet us. Find us on Facebook. Join in on the fun.
And most importantly, if you really want to join us on this crazy ride, check out our Patreon page and become a patron for amazing, awesome perks that we give out monthly.
As well as early access to all of our videos.
Free giveaways,
And a whole lot more fun shit.
so check it out.
We'll see you there.
Stay bloody.
You stole my tagline.
I did.
You're a horrible friend.